share permissions are also supplied by NTFS. So it's a little bit of a misnomer to say that these are NTFS permissions and these are share permissions. It's better to say these are security permissions and these are share permissions. So what is a share permission? It is the permission that I give to a share. Now when I say a share, I mean a folder that is available over a network. And so these are specifically permissions that you give others over the network. Now right now, remember our PCC folder, this guy right here. If I click on that, or right click on it and go to properties, these are the security permissions. And right now I'm going to click sharing and it says not shared. So I don't care what permissions I give you, you cannot access this folder over a network. This folder is not shared over the network. So from another computer on my network, nobody can get to this thing. All right, so I have to give sharing permissions or network permissions. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's say that I want my wife on her computer in her office to be able to access this folder. So I'm going to go ahead and click share, and now I can add her if I want right here. Now there's a more advanced version of that, advanced sharing. I'm going to go ahead and say share this folder, and I will click permissions, and I will add Giselle here, and I will give her full permissions. So she now has full permissions over the network. So she could now access this. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and close this. As a matter of fact, if I go to my network folder, right down here, you'll see, as soon as it populates, there we go, I'll click on Redwood, that's the name of my computer. You'll see that this now exists on the Redwood computer. And if she clicked on the Redwood computer over on her computer, she would have access to this. Or would she? And the answer is no, she wouldn't. Yes, she could see it here, but she certainly could not access it. Why? Well, because of this little trick down here. Security permissions overrule share permissions. So if you share a folder, you must also set security permissions to the same level or higher permissions. So going back over here, let's go back to where I was. There we go. Properties. Right now, she's got shared permissions. And let's go back to the security tab. She does not have security permissions. So yeah, she'll see that on her network. She'll see that there's a shared folder if she goes to her network folder. However, she doesn't have permission to do anything. So right now, even though I gave her full permission by sharing, she does not have security permissions. And I would also have to add her right here and give her full permissions. There. Now she has access to it over the network. And that's the one that tricks people. We set up here under NTFS or under security permissions, we said that they are additive. The most liberal permissions apply. But between the two of them, the most restrictive applies. So even though I give full sharing permissions, I also have to give full security permissions in order for the sharing permissions to be usable.